Thanks very much, Mr. Chairman, and thank you for your comments. As you pointed out, several of us met yesterday with the President on gun violence. The President was vigorous in statements that broad, common-sense measures should be adopted by this Congress in order to stem the tide of gun violence in this country. He not only urged us to adopt sweeping gun violence reforms, but he also challenged us not to succumb to the gun lobby's agenda. Once more, he called on us to pass a comprehensive bill, or as he termed it, a big, beautiful bill. And that's what I hope we will do. I think the time has come to stand up to the gun lobby and stand up for our students, our communities, and our families. There are several gun violence reforms, and the chairman has mentioned some of them, that the American people, I believe, want. One, taking weapons of war and high-capacity magazines off of our streets to stem the tide of mass shootings. I think over 60% in polls say that. Fixing loopholes in our background check system, and Senator Cornyn has a bill to do that called Fix NICS. Ensuring domestic abusers are prevented from easily obtaining guns, and Senators Klobuchar and Blumenthal have bills on this. Giving loved ones and law enforcement the ability to get restraining orders to prevent dangerous individuals from getting guns. That's one that Senator Boxer introduced some time ago that I have reintroduced. Banning bump stocks that allow guns to function like machine guns, which the President committed yesterday to do himself. Some people say that it's not possible for him to do it, I guess by executive order. I don't know, but the clear implication is his support for that action. And I believe we can do this, and I believe we must do it. And we can't afford to do nothing. We owe it to our children so that future generations going to public schools are not living in a world where gun death rates continue to rise. I find what I'm going to say in the next two paragraphs unbelievable. Indeed, the New York Times reported several months ago that Americans, while we make up 4.4% of the global population, we own 42% of the world's guns. 4% of us own 42% of the world's guns. A University of Alabama professor, Adam Lankford, found in 2015 that from 1966 to 2012, 31% of gunmen in mass shootings worldwide were American. 31% of mass shootings were carried out worldwide by Americans. That's stunning to me. America's gun homicide rate was 33 per million people in 2009, far exceeding the average among developed countries. These statistics show exactly that our country is the leading perpetrator of gun deaths. So I hope we can finally come together to work on gun violence reforms that will make a difference today and in the future. Mr. Chairman, I want to thank you for settling the blue slip issue that is out there today and complete.